like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Chad calling. Let me.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike 50. Watch the out. 36. 50.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On second and 11 now. Breeze. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Carson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Draw play. This is Carson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long when it's a back.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Out of the gun, Hill. He's He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Hill. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danny Nicholas able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
30 base. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on 3rd down. Hill. And the pressure gets to him again. Akeem Spence. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. 95,
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 41, Breeze, and he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Carson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
53.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Here's Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone.
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Here's Hill now after the interception. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 3rd and long. It's Hill. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
On the ready.
Watch Mike, watch Mike. Here we go. Man left, man left. Alert, alert.
Five.
Now Hill looking to throw on 1st. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Hey, orbit. Get it.
Hill going back to the air on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Hill. Now he's flushed out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Breeze. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Breeze to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, Falcons. That kickoff return, 104 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
You're good, you're good. Right forward, ready. Hey, exit.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On 1st down, Breeze. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg Olsen with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Breeze to throw again. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what it...
They got his man complete. Give him 32 on the play. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hill looks to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Hill now operating from the red zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Breeze. Being chased out left. He'll find Lindsey here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up.
And he's going to go down again. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Echo.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. On first down, Hill. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Robbie Anderson. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Back now here on EA Sports. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Or the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here 1st and 10. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tavon Austin. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Brees going to try and throw on 3rd down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. He won't go down. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Brees. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready. Yellow lady. Hey, kill. Slam. Hey, Delta.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Greg Olsen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep pounding here with Ledge. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ready.
1st down, the run with Lynch. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go.
They'll try the air now with Hill. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you take runs like that.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Hill. And he's got Fitzgerald. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hill to the goal line, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He may try and run for this. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here again is McKinnon. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now Hill. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Ready? You ready?
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's back to throw.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you got to get up there and spike it.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not that time for Watkins. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.